Hi guys, my name is Sam Dickinson. Welcome to the County of Santa Barbara's South Coast Recycling and Transfer Station. I'll be taking you all around the transfer station, and I'm going to be showing you how this facility operates. Different materials are coming here, but they're not staying here for very long. Usually things come here for a maximum of a few days, and then they're going somewhere else to actually be recycled.
My name is Carlisle Johnston, and I'm a project leader with County Public Works. This particular transfer station is built on an old landfill called the Foothill Landfill. So below this area right now is trash, our community's trash. In 1967, however, this place closed and permanently became a transfer station where trash is just brought here before it's transferred somewhere else.
There are many closed landfills in Santa Barbara County, and there's several that are open. One of which is Tehigas Landfill, so that serves the South Coast area. There's also one up in San Maria that is still open, and that's used mainly by the North County region.
People from all across the South Coast bring their garbage here. That includes recyclables, green waste, cleaning out the garage, general trash you may have around the house. Really anything, old couches, used white goods, which include ovens and refrigerators.
They're going through these gates, they're asked what they're bringing, and then they go to the public drop-off area, unload their material, and if it's recyclable, it will be recycled. If it's trash, it will be taken to Tehigas Landfill. We are actually standing now on a giant scale. So as vehicles pull in on the other side of the scale house here, they are being weighed, and usually they're full of different kinds of materials. They'll drop off the materials inside the transfer station, and then as they're leaving, they'll pull back onto this side of the scale, and then we know exactly how much they actually dropped off, and that's how we charge people. So we are standing next to earth machine composting bins. So the county is selling these for just $45, which is half price. You can actually mix your food with your yard waste and make your own compost where you live. So it's pretty cool. There's even a free composting booklet that you can use. And if you visit lessismore.org/compost, you can learn how to use these, and it's really, really easy and a nice contained way to make your own compost where you live. So we are standing here in front of our free residential textile recycling container. Residents can come here and bring clean textiles for later recycling. Acceptable items in this container are clean rags, scrap cloth, fabric, towels, clothing, matching pairs of shoes, purses, backpacks. So you can bring all that here. Things that are not accepted is anything that's soiled, wet, or contaminated. So behind me is a giant pile of yard waste. So the pile that you're seeing is actually from landscapers who bring truckloads of the material here. I'm sure you know that you have a green container. So you have brown, blue, and green. And what goes in your green container? Yard waste, similar to what is behind me. So leaves, branches, sticks, grass clippings, it can all go in there. It'll be put in a pile similar to this and then transferred out to Tehigas Landfill, where we have a giant grinding machine. This machine actually processes the clean yard waste material into something that we call mulch. So behind me now is a giant pile of mulch. So this mulch is made up from what we just saw in the last scene. So we're making about 40,000 tons of this a year. So before this program started, all of the yard waste was actually thrown in the trash. So this program is actually diverting quite a lot of organic material from the landfill. And this is really important because of a greenhouse gas called methane. This methane gas would be produced when any sort of organic material gets landfilled.
Mulch can not only be used in farms and parks, but it can also be used at home. You can have it delivered to your home by going to lessismore.org. You can also have any cost reimbursed to you if you live in the cities of Santa Barbara or Goleta.
We are now standing in front of these roll-offs. They are actually full of food scraps collected from large generators. So usually restaurants, grocery stores qualify for the food scrap collection program. So they're here now. They're gonna be transported down to a composting facility to make compost.
The transfer station also accepts general garbage. So whether you're cleaning out your garage or you have more waste that will fit in your black or brown can at home, you can bring it here. To find out the different rates for the different types of trash, be sure to check online or call ahead.
We are standing here in our Ewaste consolidation area. So you can actually bring your e-waste here for free. So what is e-waste? E-waste is anything with a cord or a battery. So you can actually save it up where you live and then bring it in all at once to this facility, free of charge. The different materials will all be consolidated and then sent down south, and all the different components will be recycled. We are now standing in front of consolidation bays. So what you can see behind me is one bay full of concrete, and then the other bay is full of drywall. So the drywall will be ground up and probably used as a soil amendment, believe it or not. And then the concrete will be ground up and hopefully made into road base.
If you live on the south coast of Santa Barbara County, all of the material that you put in your blue bin ends up here. It's brought here by Marburg, who collects the material at your home and then brings it here to the transfer station, where it's aggregated and placed onto those large orange trucks. Those trucks take them to a place where it's processed, where this material is then separated into the different types of commodities, such as cardboard, glass, aluminum, and different types of plastic. Those materials are then baled and then shipped off to market where they're made into new products. Remember, it's important to keep out plastic bags and plastic film out of the blue bin. Also, paper products and even plastic products should be free from food, water, or oils. Those are the most common contaminants, and those are the things that can cause other materials in the pile to be contaminated, and those will also end up in the landfill. There are lots of tips and tricks to recycle better in the household, and to know all the fine details on what is exactly recyclable and what is not, you should always check www.lessismore.org. Lessismore.org has lots of pro tips on how to recycle, what's recyclable, and what's not recyclable. Unfortunately, some small things like certain types of plastic, like plastic number 5, are sometimes recyclable and sometimes they're not. If you go to lessismore.org, you can find the finer details and the finer points of what's recyclable.
Normally there's a falconer that comes in, he brings his birds and sets up shop, and his job is to use his falcons to actually scare away seagulls. Seagulls can come in and eat food scraps or try to eat trash, which is never a good thing. The program has been very successful. We have no problems with seagulls anymore. Thank you so much for coming on our first virtual tour of the transfer station. We hope to have you back here in person eventually. But for more information, please visit lessismore.org. You go to that website, everything is on there. So thank you all for listening in on this virtual transfer station tour. I hope that you learned something about this facility and how our trash and different kinds of waste are handled in our county.